Hello. This is episode 90 of the Dante Elephante podcast with Hot Freaks. Hot Freaks is on the show today. Not a whole lot to say. Thanks to everyone who came out to our show in Santa Barbara. It means a lot. I think I am going to take a little bit of a break from Santa Barbara shows until the album's done, you know. Make sure I'm in focus here. And yeah, so the album, you know, we're getting close. We're getting closer and closer every day to finishing this thing, and it's going to take a little while, but the songs are coming together. We played like 3 new songs at Soho, and we hadn't played them in front of anyone before, and the response was great. Like, people came up to us after the show, and we were like, dude, new songs are killing. Keep going. So that was really motivating and really exciting for us, and yeah, I'm excited. But we are going on the road. Dante Elephante is on tour. We are playing July 2nd. July 2nd is our one show off tour, a one-off with Joe Hertler, and that's going to be at Pappy and Harriet's. But for just starting July 10th or July 11th, we're going to be in Chicago, Detroit. We're going to be in Miami. We're going to be in New York. We're going to be in Philadelphia. There's so many to list off, and there are low ticket warnings already. I know LA at the Echo. Get your tickets now for everyone in LA. Like, that show's about to sell out. Santa Ana's about to sell out. Like, I think Houston's about to sell out. So it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a crazy tour with Hot Freaks, and this is my first time really talking with Leo, aka Joey Michaels, aka Hot Freaks. I had met him when I booked Dent May for a show in Santa Barbara, and it's kind of been a while since we've talked, and we've just been following each other online for a while. He's a great keyboard player. He's filled in for a lot of different bands on keys, and we talk about the whole history of Hot Freaks, how they started, how they ended, this new resurgence because of TikTok, as many bands is happening for many bands, like a song, a sound, a chorus, a verse of anything can pop off, and then boom, now you're on the road again when you previously hadn't been touring or been a band at all. So it's great. I love these type of stories when they happen for bands, and you know, anyone who's getting this opportunity to tour and sell tickets and you know, book clubs, it's great, and it benefits Dante when they put us on shows. So I appreciate Hot Freaks. Come out and listen to us. Come out, hear the new songs, and yeah, enjoy this conversation with me and Leo from Hot Freaks as we get ready for our upcoming tour. Tickets are on sale now. Go to www.danteelefante.com, and yeah, we'll see you soon. Taffer's Tavern.
Yeah.
Is that from
Bar Rescue?
Bar Rescue?
Yeah.
Where is Taffer's Tavern?
It's in, I don't know, JoJo went there. I think it's in like North Carolina or South Carolina.
Yeah.
It might be in like Asheville or something.
Oh, that's tight.
Or somewhere like that. I'm not sure. But I guess it was, the food was good, but it was not amazing.
That is like my tour guilty pleasure show, is Bar Rescue. Like, if we're in the hotel, that or Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, like, yeah, that's usually what we're watching.
Yeah. Do you ever try to go to the spots on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives on the road?
I try to, yeah. Have you done that?
No, I haven't. I would really be interested in it, though. I want to make a big point of, like, trying to eat interesting.
Yeah. It's like, if I'm going to be out here, I should try the city's thing.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm in New York, I need a bagel. If I'm in Detroit, okay, let's try that Detroit-style pizza. Like, what is it? Like...
Yeah, yes.
I don't know. That's how I feel.
Yeah. We went to, we played in Cincinnati last tour, and then we had to try the Skyline chili.
Oh, yeah. Was that good?
I liked it. I liked how fast it was.
Yeah.
And it's really cheap and filling.
Okay, good.
It's a little like school lunch cold, soggy, but you're kind of like, it's so filling.
Right.
Just something about it that, you know, makes, I don't know. I liked it a lot. Yeah.
Nice. And I heard so much when we were in Columbus last year about the garbage plate. Have you heard of the garbage plate?
No.
I think it's kind of the same thing. It has like noodles and chili on top, and it's It's a garbage. It has everything.
Is it a Columbus specialty?
I think it's a Columbus thing or an Ohio thing. I'm not sure what part of Ohio it is, but yeah.
That sounds awesome. I would love to try a garbage plate.
A garbage plate,
right?
dude.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Cincinnati's a cool place, though. I didn't have any expectations. I was like, I don't know what Cincinnati's even like, but it was really cool.
It was really cool. We didn't really,
Where'd you play?
Bogarts.
Oh yeah, we played Bogarts. Yeah,
I think that's like the spot. It's like
I think that's the spot.
It's like
there, yeah.
where they had like Jimi Hendrix mural on the front, where like Jimi Hendrix played there, like Bob Dylan or something.
And this might be a weird way to start the pod, but I know someone was like, who was showing this around town, who I used to work with, was like, it's the famous story is that Lemmy got a blowjob backstage, and then I was like, that's pretty crazy. And then you go backstage, and there's a mural of Lemmy. I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
So that's rock and roll.
That's
history.
rock and roll. Yeah.
That's rock and roll history, I guess.
Howard Halls of Bogarts.
All I kept thinking about, I was like, oh shit, that guy was right. Damn it. It's filthy back here. But I liked it. I liked the venue.
Yeah.
That at the end of the Dante set, we have a song called "Call Me on the Phone" where I run into the crowd and dance. Bogarts, the stage was way too fucking high, and I didn't know how to get down.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
So I just I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I was like, and then people were screaming, "Come on!" Because like some people anticipated it. And I was like, I don't know how to get down, and it didn't have like stairs or anything, and it's a really high stage. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a high up stage. There's no stairs, as I recall. And,
Yeah.
And like you're like kind of at like eye level for your feet.
Totally. It's like I'm definitely not the one to jump off that stage, but like it's too high for like a normal jump, I think.
I would agree. You'd have to be confident in your jumping. And they also had like hot dogs for sale there too. I remember.
Oh yeah. Oh, what a crazy place, man. But yeah, I guess we'll just, we're in it. We're rolling. Thanks for being on the pod, and thanks for being here. And
thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
I'm always happy to drive down to LA. Yeah.
Long time coming. I'm so
I know,
stoked.
totally. I do want to know a couple things, just because I'm very curious on my own level of like, when we announced this tour, we are going on tour together. Hot Freaks, Dante Elephante, catch us on the road this summer. And
on the road this summer.
When I posted about the tour, I had a few people be like, "Oh my god, I've loved them for so long." Like, I didn't know how old this project was. When did you start this project?
This project started, I think, in 2011. So we took a long hiatus after our first initial period.
Okay.
And kind of rejoined like about almost 3 years ago.
Wow.
And made another record and are now doing our first ever headline tour with Dante Elephante live this summer, cruising USA.
Cool. So so from 2011 to when was the first period? The
early days,
era, the
dark ages. I'd say 2011. I remember like our first single came out when Aaron Rodgers won the Super Bowl with the Packers.
Okay, yes.
It was like that day.
That February.
I think it went live we were like getting our first YouTube presence, first video. And then I think 2013 summer, our album came out. And then we kind of like we made like an EP thing and then recorded that and then kind of stopped in like early 2015.
Whoa.
And then
why'd you guys stop in 2015?
We stopped because it had been a long time with the project. I think like we had that glass ceiling membrane of didn't know what else to do. Like we made a record and an EP, but like I guess it's like you kind of realize like, yeah, I don't know. It's like it's really nice to get like come back and do it again. But yeah, I just feel like nothing bad was happening. We just didn't know what else to do. I think. Yeah,
like what would make another record? Like
make another one.
And then what happens?
Then I know.
That
was it. Do you want it? Or then let's just keep doing our stuff. And then we all kind of kept doing stuff. And I moved out to LA. And
okay. What year?
2017.
Okay.
And
where are you from originally?
From Minnesota.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. And that's where the band was formed.
Do we have a Minnesota show?
No. It's a long story.
Okay,
America.
no Minnesota. Okay.
We want to.
Okay, just...
I don't know. We can talk about it afterwards.
Oh, but, okay, off cam. Okay.
We want to do one. We've done many.
Sure, yeah. What's the
and
spot to play? I played St. Paul before.
At the Amsterdam?
Yeah.
That's a cool spot.
That's a cool spot. Yeah, we opened for someone there. Yeah.
We've played 7th Street was our last show. Or we played the Fine Line.
Okay.
And that was cool, but we used to play back in the day at this place called the Kitty Cat Club all the time, and 331.
Yeah.
And yeah.
What was the scene like in Minnesota?
I feel like weirdly, I was just saying, I feel like, I don't know. I don't know if we were like isolated or like, I just felt like, well, we had a lot of support there, and we got a lot of support from Radio K.
Cool.
And like it was really awesome. I mean, it's always been just a huge music city with tons of venues and tons of bands, and like I just feel like, I was just talking to a friend, I feel like it's like I just hear about so many bands now that are from there that I just find on my own, and then I'm like, oh, they're from Minnesota. And like I wondered if we, like, I guess, did we just not know, and there was all these bands around the whole time, I think. It's like all the thing. But I don't know, yeah, it just makes you feel like, yeah, the scene there is really exciting right now, and like a great place to do music. Much like maybe Pittsburgh might be.
Pittsburgh. Shout out to Pittsburgh. One of my favorite bands was from Wisconsin back in the early 2010s. Jail. Did you ever listen to Jail?
With 2 L's?
Yes.
Yes.
I used to love that band.
Yes.
And I knew they were from they're from Milwaukee.
Yes.
Yeah. And we played with them in like 2017. I booked my own tour. And we played Milwaukee, and I was like, got to meet him finally. I just asked him if he could open, because Jail's not a thing anymore, and I was like, Vincent, can you play the show? And that's what I remember most about that area, and almost dying trying to get from like Chicago to Minnesota.
Oh my God.
It was like the winter. I didn't know it was like not okay to drive through that part of the country in February.
Yeah.
And cause I was like, well, Santa Barbara's nice in February. It should be nice like that everywhere else. And it wasn't.
Oh,
it was sketchy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very snowy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just following the semi and be like, I'm just going to follow this semi because he's not going off the road.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Take your time.
Yeah.
Don't be in a hurry.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it can be really scary, slippery.
Slippery. Tough part of the U.S. to tour through. Yeah.
Yeah.
It can be.
Yeah, definitely. I think not knowing that was maybe what we should have been doing all along. Maybe we should have just been doing Midwest tours.
Yeah, just like.
But we were saying it's like kind of a difficult place to tour.
Right.
Can be, I think.
Because it's like, if you're in Minnesota, I guess you could, you'd have to play outside of your state each time, right?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be like California where you're like, oh, we can do LA, we'll do San Diego, we'll do Santa Ana, we'll do San Francisco. It's not like that.
Yeah, there aren't just pockets.
It's like, oh, now we gotta go all the way to Wisconsin.
Drives are pretty massive.
Yeah. Gotta go to Milwaukee. We gotta drive 6 hours to get to Chicago. But it's kind of nice too.
It's kind of nice too. That is kind of nice.
Yeah. Is your family from there?
Yes.
Are they still there?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yes. When was the first time you played there?
That was 2019. We opened for a band called Somersault there.
Yeah.
And played the Amsterdam.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's a great venue.
I haven't been back since though. I love it though. I loved it. Yeah. It was
well, I wish we.
It was better in the summer.
Yeah.
Because we had toured twice that year in 2019. 2 nationals, one in the winter and one in the summer. And like every time we went back, I was like, oh, it's actually nice. This part of the country is actually really nice when you're not like, you know, frozen inside.
In the summer.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's green, so green.
I was like, walking around Milwaukee, because we also played Milwaukee. And I was like, this is the same place? Like, this is beautiful. Like,
yeah. It's really hot. Yeah, it's hot. It's hot and cold. But
nice. Okay, back to the history of the band. You guys took that time off, and now you're back.
Now we're back.
What was the inspiration behind that? How are we here? You're back.
We had already been trying to get back together, and
Is it still all the same members, original members? And this?
Yes.
Oh.
We are touring with a substitute guitarist.
Okay.
Yeah, we got back to, we kind of already wanted to play shows together, and we started to play, like, we got together for a practice, and then all of a sudden, like, the next weekend, like, Poppy Princess got popular on TikTok, and then we were like, let's, and then it ended up being like playing our first show back in like and like half a year later, and then we toured like later that year with the Rare Occasions, and then we toured again last year with Happy Fits in Windsor, and now we're touring with y'all.
Yeah,
and it's been great. Yeah, but I've been living out here and kind of like going back to see family and like practicing when I'm back then,
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So the rest of the band's still in Minnesota?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you'll fly out there.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're gonna go back and practice.
Oh, yeah, for the run.
Yeah.
Well, that might be a nice change of scenery too, especially from LA. Like right before a tour, get home, feel some love like from your family and whatnot, and then hit the road.
I like the the limitations of like traveling, of like, okay, I can only kind of like focus on this thing.
Yeah. TikTok, you said the song blew up on TikTok. Like, what happened? Do you know exactly what happened?
We I think it was just being used in a few memes.
Nice.
Like going back to school and
oh, cool.
I don't know what happened.
Back to school videos, yeah.
I think that was one of them, and then just like the chorus was just the bit they used, and it was
that's awesome.
It was really fun, and
and JoJo's here.
hey. And then so we didn't really understand that was a big deal. Like, right. Cool, because I thought like, I don't know. Yeah, but
who told you? Who informed you that, hey, do you know this is happening to this project you haven't thought about in a little while?
Somebody Instagrammed me, and somebody, and then like, so that's why I'm like, oh, cool, guys, this is happening, and then like and then within like 2 days, I'd say, or maybe even like that sooner than that, people were like, hey, everybody was coming, I mean, like, yo, we heard this, and like, that's just crazy, it's weird, yeah,
that's awesome.
Really kind of dream scenario of like, oh, you gotta. Like what the hit song.
You gotta strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah, fun. Yeah. It was fun. But then it was like weird because we were like, oh, how do we strike when the iron's hot? Because we've been like disassembled for so long.
Right.
And, like, we had to do a lot of core strength workouts.
Totally.
To like get back into
everyone playing again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you've been staying active with music, but just not necessarily in.
Correct.
Yeah.
We were just saying how I met maybe you in Santa Barbara in 2018 when I was playing keyboard in Dent May.
Yeah.
And that was so I moved out to LA after a couple years after Hot Freaks, like did Joey Michaels was like my solo thing, and I'm still kind of like brewing that. But then I came out here, and then played with Dent, played with Undercover Dream Lovers.
Okay.
And then COVID hit, and then this song was coming back, and so just kind of ended up doing Hot Freak stuff with my spare time. Then we kind of we've been trying to make it a thing again.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I think it's officially a thing again. I think you guys have definitely pulled that off. Like, is there a validating like side of it? Because you made this album. People like it, but it's been years, and now it's coming back, and you're like, oh, this was a good project.
Yeah.
Like,
it was kind of exciting and also intimidating. We're like, oh man, like, because I feel like getting out of that original writing phase into like a different vibe, and like what it seemed like was a different vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And then trying to like go back and own it, and like, oh no, this is what we're doing. And it's like, it was a challenge, but exciting, and I think it's like, obviously, it's any recognition is amazing. And
sure, yeah.
So we'll take we'll take anything we can get.
Yeah,
it's amazing
totally.
to hear people like excited about it and like listening to it. It's amazing.
Yeah, there's gonna be people who have first time. A lot of people first time seeing you, and then there's people who are like, oh yeah, I saw you back then. Yeah, did you tour as Hot Freaks on the original time around or no?
No.
Oh.
No, never. We played Sioux Falls and Minneapolis.
Shout out to Sioux Falls.
We played there last fall. That was another place we played.
Where'd you play?
We played at a place called Old Schools back in the day.
Cool.
But I mean, I played in other bands too before Hot Freaks, and I have a band with my brother,
really?
the Golden Bubbles.
Cool. Is that online? We could find Golden
Oh
Bubbles?
yeah, you can find it online. And I played in a band called Susie. Collaborated with Rupert Angeli's other past lives of.
Wow. This is all in Minnesota?
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Other things that I did outside of Hot Freaks, but it was I mean, yeah.
How'd you start Hot Freaks then?
So I met the drummer and the guitarist back in like 2008 when I was a college student at USD in Vermilion, South Dakota, and their band was coming from Brookings, I think, to come play at the Ninja Fest. And they blew me away. They were so cool. So they were just on my radar for like years. And then later we connected in Minneapolis. And then they were like people I wanted to collaborate with. And then Sarah came in on bass. Eventually Celeste came in. That was the live lineup until we kind of like stopped playing. And then, but yeah, that's how the band started. And I was playing in the Golden Bubbles with my bro. And
right.
That's just a very different vibe, specific vibe. Mm-hmm. I love you, bro, but we had to do different music too. But it's all kind of the same, you know. We have a lot of.
What was the Golden Bubbles vibe?
Like very like Ben Folds, cool. Piano band.
Oh, cool.
Billy Joel, musical theme music.
So you think is piano your main instrument then?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, because that's what you're playing with Dan. Were you playing keys for Undercover too? Dream Lovers?
I did. And I played bass for a little bit too. Very hard. Hard. I thought but yeah, they're both hard, but
I feel like bass and piano kind of go hand in hand because you're doing a lot of left-hand stuff. Yeah, left-hand stuff with the bass,
Yep, they do. They're very similar.
Yeah.
I can't slap or anything like that though. Not like JoJo.
No, he's amazing, yeah. So you're in all these different bands, Hot Freaks, ends, you move out here to LA, you start meeting everyone. Man, and now it's back. TikTok took off. What's going on?
Dude,
this is all like, this is insane.
This is insane. This is so insane. We're so excited to be touring with y'all as well.
How does it feel to like be singing these old songs again? Like, does it take you back to like, oh my God, it's 2011 all over again. What the fuck?
Yeah, all the time. I mean, it's like, it's exciting to have the version like that thing take off, but you also are like, oh, you got to try to feel out like a different version for where you're at now, and it's definitely fun.
Are you gonna change the songs at all, like live?
I want to change them like we've been doing faithful renditions, but I think this tour I want to stretch and do like some it's
a headlining tour, so you gotta add like a little something,
detours,
right?
Like I think it'd actually be more boring if we just did them as is. I think we should have some like stretchy parts or some like, I don't know, acoustic moments,
crowd participation kind of moments, like yeah.
Cover songs.
Oh,
yeah.
We should do a cover.
I was gonna ask if you wanted to do a cover.
If I hate the idea of encores, but like if you guys did one and we did like a cover, that'd be cool.
I think we should definitely. We did that. We joined the Happy Fits for an encore on their tour, and that was always a really fun moment. And it's like we should do that, and I really think we should bring we should do like unhinged cover energy, like call audibles and like just like try to like let's keep it loose, or maybe just do the same one every night and have it be completely canned.
Wait, what would be an ideal unhinged cover? Like?
Well, we want to do Vengabus.
I'm
pushing for Vengabus. It was brought up, and I think it's too obvious. That's why people are shy about it, and it's also never been done.
Yeah, for good reason, maybe.
Because it's not like a band song. It's like a keyboard, like drum machine, Fruity Loops.
I think that could work for your brand.
I think it has to. If I'm being completely honest,
I think it would work.
If we can't pull that off, we're in trouble. But I feel like I need to know if we can, and if we can't, then what are we doing out here? Yeah,
that's a bam, 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 bam. Oh my God, that could actually pop off.
It should.
It could. It could.
Yeah, it definitely could.
That'd be crazy. What date on tour are you most excited about?
Most excited. July 11th when it starts. Woo!
Yeah, Chicago.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Miami, as we spoke of.
Right, yeah.
Due to it being so different.
A mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're excited to get rocking back at Gramps, Miami. And then we're excited for Santa Ana, obviously.
Right. Low ticket sales. Low ticket warning. High ticket sales, low ticket warning. I've mentioned that on the podcast before. I do the intro, and I've been listing off all the dates. But yes, low ticket warning.
Low ticket warning.
Good.
Yeah. We're excited about all the shows equally.
For sure.
But New York City.
That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
I haven't played New York in a little while, but it's such a fun vibe.
Yeah.
I've never been in the Mercury Lounge. That's one of those venues, like when you Google like venue in New York, Mercury Lounge pops up. You're like,
it's like Strokes playing at the Mercury Lounge.
Yes.
I just
There's
feel like
history. Yeah. Oh man, yeah. So that would be cool. New York would be cool. We're playing Philadelphia. I love Philadelphia.
We are excited to play Philadelphia. Our first time to try to play that, we actually weren't able to. The show got canceled due to illness. But
the first time you tried to play in Philadelphia. So
this time we will be back. And we're excited, to eat food there as well.
You gotta get the cheesesteak. It's like that's like
you gotta plan your week around it. You gotta plan. Yes, I'm really excited.
That's a big week because then we do cheesesteak, we do bagels. It's like the East Coast tour of food.
Just can't yeah. That's gonna be
the gauntlet.
That's the gauntlet. Yeah.
Until we hit Texas, or it's just barbecue. I don't eat meat, so I'll watch everyone eat barbecue.
That's true.
The other gauntlet.
The
meat gauntlet. The meat belt of America.
And you're vegan?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
On tour, I'll go vegetarian.
Okay.
Because it's impossible.
Cool.
It's like straight up impossible. I remember we stopped in Wyoming once, like just driving through as we were making our way to Montana, and I was like, wow, there's really like nothing. Like you usually get like a little black bean burger, like you can make it happen, and there's just nothing. I was like, well, I'll get the salad, and I took a picture. It was like the saddest salad I've ever seen. Just like iceberg lettuce. She's like, this is all we got, honey. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh fuck.
It's like
I'm hungry. Like, I'm so hungry. You know? Like
not sustaining.
So I make it work. Like my dream was to do a show around that. Like a food travel show where I like try to eat vegan on tour.
Yeah.
And so I'm putting it out there. But I do want to do a show like that at some point.
That sounds like an awesome show.
Yeah, because it's like hard. And so it's like, you'd find these little vegan gems all over, So
yeah, you could be the John Taffer.
The Taffer of the Fieri. A la Guy Fieri. Yeah.
Yeah. Fieri.
That's my dream. But I'm excited for a few of these, for all the shows, obviously. But I'm thinking of city-wise and all that stuff. Are we playing the Carolinas? Are we going through the Carolinas?
We're playing Carborro, North Carolina.
Never been there.
Never been there.
So that would be new for me.
I believe it's just outside of Chapel Hill.
Okay.
From what I understand. And I'm very excited to be in,
I love that part of the United States. Region. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Best record stores.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm afraid of buying records on this next tour. Like I don't want to come home with a bunch of records, but I might have to.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be fun. We should hit some up.
We should, yeah.
We should do some more casting.
Totally. So what's next? What's next with Hot Freaks?
We're gonna do this
tour.
Taking over the world,
taking
baby.
Over the world.
We're gonna do this headline run. 43 cities. No, I don't know how many. It's 36 or something. 33.
I think it's something like that. Yeah, it's
pretty large.
It's
large.
When I announced it, people were like, "Oh!" I was like, "What?" It's cool.
We're gonna get to know each other.
What else am I supposed to do? Like this summer, like hit the road.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be hot as heck.
Yeah, man.
In Texas,
Miami, Texas, that whole area is gonna be brutal.
So nobody wants to tour this time of year.
It's crazy. We're gonna be sweating.
Won't have as much luggage to bring. We'll have lighter clothing.
Shorts and shirts. Yeah.
Shorts and tees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the short and tee store.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what happens after that? Are we talking new album?
Yeah, I want to do a new record. We have so many old songs that haven't like come out yet. I just want to like properly get them out there and then just keep combining it with like the new stuff.
So old songs from that era, or from like that you guys didn't record, or these are recordings from back then?
We have a little of both, but mostly be cool to retake some of, finish up,
make
some
them
of
a little more modern.
Demos. Yeah. I want to like record like with like baffles and like bleed and stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
Live.
Yeah.
With like do as much in the room with like 4 or 5 people as possible, and then like overdub.
Yeah. Is that different than how you were doing it before?
Yeah.
How were you doing it before? Building it up?
Yeah, well, we did the last one very more like building it up, with Elliot. Shouts out Elliot.
Who's Elliot?
The other roommate.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There you go. Cool. Does he have a studio, or you guys did it
downstairs in the basement?
Downstairs in the basement?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And that's where you guys track?
We did a lot of the tracking there, yeah.
That's nice. You can just walk upstairs and chill,
Yeah, it is nice.
What about Stuart Little Vibes? Is that a new song, or is that an old song?
That's a new one. That was a new one cooked up. Definitely shouts out Elliot for helping me pull that one together too. Right. As like a it was like kind of it have all the parts, but hard to decide how it should like meld. There's a new one. Yeah, I read Stuart Little on the internet to promote it. Yeah. It was really awkward and like it was fine. We're getting into the social media push now though.
Yeah, totally.
We're talking, we're gonna do some content. Stuff. You got to get used to the freeze out, or the feeling of a freeze out. Right,
yeah.
But anyway, Stuart Little is a new song. That's the one I was like most excited about. I want it to be like this head rush, sugar rush of a song. Yeah,
it's really sweet, sugary sweet.
It's sugary sweet, probably too sweet, like an icy.
No, it's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that one you kind of built up.
Yeah, it was the piano part, and then I think Elliot put the bossa part down.
Nice.
And then it was like, I don't know, he added like some like measures in between the verses and like helped with the turnarounds. But yeah, I think it was just like trying to find a like suitable wackiness for that lyric, and like
totally. I imagine the song was kind of built around that line.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
definitely trying to go in for like a, I dare I say, a cringy quality of like, is this crossing the line? Maybe, but that's how we'll find the line so that we'll not cross it the next time.
You got to push the limits.
Yeah, and I think it's so, yeah, it's almost a little gaudy. You know, but it's like, that's the fun.
It's just fun.
And like, yeah, so that was I want to like keep that vibe going, and I feel like a lot of the earlier Hot Freak stuff is more like, it seemed like at the time less distance between me and more in like Stuart Little's kind of out there or something.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know.
With the early Hot Freak stuff, I'm hearing like a lot of Montreal. Were you listening? You were listening to a lot of Montreal at the time, or?
Yes. Heck yes.
Yeah. I love that band.
Yes, super obsessed with like the party's crashing.
Yes. Yeah, totally.
That song's amazing. That whole album is so amazing. It's all like Puppy Princess derivative.
Totally.
Or that kind of like Junior Senior.
Oh my God, yeah. It's like not even so much the song, it's just like the emotion that he evokes of just like happiness, like,
yes,
how do I do that? You know, my pinpoint song is always New Radicals.
Oh hell yeah!
Like that feeling. How do I get that feeling?
Yes.
Not even that song, just the feeling I get when I hear that song of like, damn.
Yes.
Eternal optimism.
Dude, hell yes. I definitely feel On Your Emotion track has a good excitement.
Oh yeah.
Immediacy.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Emotion. That was like the oldest song that I had. That and Find Somebody to Love. And that's like, I always like that one, but like something like "Find Somebody to Love," which is probably the most popular song off that record. Now, I almost didn't put it on the record because I was just like, it's so old, you know? Like,
yes.
I don't know why we do that. Like, it gets like glazed over, and you're like, this is such an old song. I don't even know if I want to do this one anymore, you know? But
I feel like one quality I'm obsessed with is trying to like change the past or like bringing back an old gem that's just been sitting, and you're like, I'm forgetting about you for the next 10 years, but not for I love that. Like all those, Stuart is just a rag. It's like all these ones are like parts you have for years, I feel like, and then you're like, all right, I'm gonna try to like settle with a concept or a line or an image to start start from. It takes a long time, I feel like, and get confident about it, or like know that I get like obsessed with like performing the groove of something wrong, like even if the song is done or something. I don't know, just stuff like that. I don't know. Yeah.
How much do you think your songwriting has changed from back then to now, in like trying to evoke that same feeling of like, oh, well, this is what Hot Freak sounds like, whatever that means, you know? Like, are you thinking about that actively, or just no, I'm just writing how I normally write?
I feel like I definitely am thinking about that, and I do want to not try to be that, but to be the thing about that was connecting.
Yeah.
That,
what was
I don't know.
it?
Yeah, like I feel like, because I want to be different. I want to be who I am, or this ideal. I feel like there was a less distance between the narrator or something, or like. But then it's like kind of years later, like, oh wow, like it's just really. Have I been too revealing, or have I said too much, or like not said anything at all?
Yeah. I think about that all the time. Like, oh, am I not saying anything? Am I repeating the same lines over and over?
But then you go to karaoke, and it's every song is just like 3 lyrics.
Yes, yeah.
You're just like singing the same thing like 10 times, and you're like, oh my God, that's what a hit song is. It's just a feeling. It's that. Dun, 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 dun. We should cover that one.
You only get what you give?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a good like closeout banger after Vengabos.
Right. Well, then we had people come up on stage as a live band karaoke.
Oh my God, yes.
No, I don't know. That'd be insane though.
Let's make it not too insane.
Make it a party. Make it a party.
Make it a party.
Yeah.
We want to have a Cruisin' USA N64 set up by the merch.
Oh my God.
With a TV.
That is my favorite game.
Yeah.
I love that game.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. Can you do that?
We're going to do it.
Okay.
It's happening. We're trying to make it a little bit fun.
Imagine rock shows being fun.
Yeah, just like the bare minimum here.
Yeah.
The bare minimum of it. We had a claw machine that we got in Baltimore, and it worked for a long time, or a little bit of time, and then it kind of stopped working, and then it just became a big hassle to bring it up to the burst thing. But it was really fun at first. It was like, this is such an absurd way to like spend some time.
Totally. I love it. And it makes the merch booth exciting, you know?
Yeah. Makes it real fun.
Did you put your merch in the claw machine?
We put some merch.
Sick.
We did a whole like bracelet giveaway thing.
Oh, cool.
And then we had, and then you could just,
I am obsessed with wacky merch. Do you have any wacky merch items? Something that's like different than a shirt or record. We toured with a band that had rolling papers. I was like, that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I think you should get something like functional, or like toilet paper or something, because like I just like
toilet paper. Yes,
like one less trip to the store.
Yeah. It's like, I'll buy 2 of those, you know? Yeah.
Like a rag or something.
I saw Tenacious D in 2006, and they sold official cum rags.
Oh my God.
It's so on brand for them, right? Like Jack Black and insane.
Yeah, but you could use that cum rag for anything.
For anything. It doesn't have to be for cum.
Yeah, you don't even have to. Yeah.
But that's something I always think about. I'm like, oh, dude, Tenacious D, they did that.
I love Tenacious D.
Maybe I should do a rag. Not call it a cum rag, but like something like that. Something easy like that, you know?
Yeah. I have a lot of good ideas for this, and then I forget, I don't write them down, but.
Right. I'll see something on a band's thing. I'm like, oh, it's a fucking good idea. And then I forget it, and I'm like, I'm not going to do it for myself. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, t-shirt is just too safe, but
Yeah. Pearl and the Oysters have a fanny pack.
That's cool.
That is fucking sick. I really wanted to get one of those, but I love that. What else is there? Yeah, there's a few other ones. The rolling papers I found the most functional though.
Very functional.
Because it's just how much could that cost? Like 10 cents or something?
I'm sure the margins are good.
Crazy. And it's cool. Yeah. It's something cool people like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would definitely think something like that is
Dante's not really like a weed band,
I think that's what either.
I think that's what stops me. We're not like a cool weed.
Yeah,
band.
I hear you. It might be like, maybe it'd turn off a certain segment of your fans. I don't know. Maybe not though. I mean,
my Christian fans.
Maybe the fans that aren't ready. They're like, I want you to see me as you want to see me, not who I am.
I think we're like a beer drinking band. So maybe koozies.
That would be good. I'm excited to see how our crowds, our throngs, limitless throngs that you can't see the end of.
Yes.
Our groups of our parties or our people are.
I can always tell who's a Dante fan because they look like me. And that's what I love.
That's a great gift.
I know.
Yeah.
It's cool. I'd love it. I'll see in the crowd, it's other like heavy set Mexican dudes with glasses. I'm like, hell yeah. My people are here.
For you.
Yes. And they are stoked to see me and I'm stoked to see them. I'm like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
There is like a whole thing about it too when I first started touring, like as much as we did of like going into these other states and the representation's crazy. It's like, dude, it's like some Mexican dude living in what state was that? I can't remember. Colorado or something. Somewhere where you wouldn't expect to see Mexican people, and he's like stoked to see you. And I'm like, oh hell yeah! Like, I'm surrounded by Mexicans in California. Like it's not until I got out of the States I was like, oh shit, this is a big deal. Like I didn't realize this is a big deal. Like, I was so used to it. But
you're connecting with the local community.
Totally. In a really interesting way that like got me stoked about touring. I was like, oh good. Yes. I'm doing something good, I think.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. That's super fun is like, making those connections and like being somebody's favorite band and like
totally
really off the C market. But I mean, I'm
the
from
markets
a C market.
Are A markets. We love every market.
Markets. There's no such thing.
Man, touring is fun. How have you seen touring change like over the last couple years for you?
I mean, when I guess the first tour I did was maybe with like Rupert and Susie. Those were like completely like DIY things.
Oh.
Golden Bubbles did like
what year was that?
That was like 2019.
Okay.
No, it must have been like 2016. 2015, 2016. And then, but then I came out here and then I toured with Dent.
Right.
I guess it's changed in, I don't know, just touring with the bands I tour with. I mean, I guess it's way more expensive now, right? I mean,
everything's more expensive now.
The inflation of things is like, it's changed, I guess. But
and then from also you being like a player versus like, oh no, that's your
exactly.
thing now. It's like,
and my dad is touring with us.
Oh,
and he's
cool. How
been
so?
Touring with us. He drives.
Oh, cool.
That's been really fun.
Yeah.
And we're getting like the free labor while we can,
Yeah,
and
totally. Is your dad retired
shout out to
or
Dad,
he likes
to
take time off or what's your dad's
He's
deal?
retired.
Just wants to hit the road.
Well, he kind of like started the touring right when I think it's fun to like see the country and like, I also feel like
my dad always tells me that's what he wants to do too. He doesn't want to go on tour with me, but he wants to go see the United States after he's done working.
Yeah. It's so fun.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm doing it now.
I love getting like lost in the shuffle of like, wow, it just after a few, you get kind of like, wow, you're in places you've never, I don't know. I just love it. It's so fun.
For me, it's like the first 2 weeks, I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. And then after the third week, I'm like, I could do this forever.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, you're just like in the groove now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll just, next show. All right, next show. It's kind of like flies by at that point. But that first 2 weeks, you're like, damn, we're really on the road. Like, we're really on the road. We keep reminding each other, damn, we're really on the road right now. Like, can't believe we're doing this again,
I feel like, week 3 is when it kind of starts.
Yeah.
Well,
I know. And then like the first week, we're like, oh, we're getting better every night. Like we're getting tighter. And then like, you don't get good to the very end. You're like, oh, the tour's done, but now we sound the best we can.
Yeah, I think. Yes, yeah. It's that's the thing is that's the only thing I'm nervous about is like almost like I want to get a warm up show because Chicago where it's our first time and we played there before and it was an awesome show and we want to play at but that was like mid tour, you know. We were like kind of tour tight at that point and now we're gonna go in cold. I know we'll win. It's gonna be a win. It's gonna be
absolutely. Yeah. Do you think you're gonna try and get like a little something like a hometown show?
I'm thinking about it.
All right.
But you didn't hear it here on the Dante Elephante podcast. No, you didn't.
We are not dropping anything like that. Yeah.
No, but yes. But anyway, but yeah, we might do something like that. But
great.
But yeah, I don't know. But you guys have been rocking steady all along because that's the one thing about being separate from them. It's like we kind of like get out. It's like Rocky every season having to like get back in shape.
Yeah, totally. Well, things change for us too, just because it's like not everyone can do the tours always, you know. So then it's like I got to fill in different members, and we got to teach them, and you know. But the core is there. My drummer will probably do it. He doesn't. He still hasn't let me know, but he will let me know. And then we'll figure it out. Yeah.
I thought y'all were great at the Born Losers Fest.
That was cool.
Yeah.
I'd never played at El Cid before, so I thought that was interesting.
Venue.
Yeah, super cool venue.
Dungeon, like Spanish villa. Like
Spanish
Dracula.
dungeon.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was a great lineup. Like I always love seeing Paul play, and I just love Fontaine so much. Like,
oh my god,
so good. Yeah,
she was amazing.
She's amazing. Yeah. And then JW,
stacked lineup.
I'd never met him before. We did the pod together during the pandemic, but it was on Zoom.
Yeah.
So it was cool to like actually meet him.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. He sticks out right away once you meet him. It's just like
iconic
JW
look
in the picture.
Yeah. An iconic look. That guy.
Yeah, I got obsessed with the JW. Shouts out JW. Shouts out Paul.
Yeah, shouts out Paul. Paul Cherry been on the pod, and JW, and Fontaine. They've all been on the pod.
Oh hell yeah! You had Fontaine. She's amazing. I got her
before the album came out, so we couldn't like talk about the album. Just talk about like how good it is, but like not like actually go deep because no one knew. So I gotta do another one with her and actually talk about the record.
Yes.
Yeah.
My God, the harmonies live, so cool. That's the level so we want to get to that level.
Yeah.
Before. Yeah, you guys were rocking too.
It was but I haven't really integrated any harmony stuff just because I was like,
I want to hear it.
Yeah, we'll get to it. I don't know when we'll get to it, but you guys are gonna do a lot of harmonies.
That's my goal.
Yeah. That's tough.
Shouts out to the band.
Shout out to the band.
Gonna get some practice in here and get those harmonies live. Group vocals on all the choruses. I want every chorus to be like everybody. I want it to be like a thing when I'm singing alone. And then a thing when everybody's singing. I don't know. I want more of that stuff.
That's awesome. Yeah, but who else were you listening to like as influences? Like
when the Cardigans.
Back then, the Cardigans, yeah. So good.
Biggest influence probably. And also just like getting into like Japanese bands, like Round Table for like these kind of like Shibuya Kei.
Cool.
That stuff. But and then also later just find out it was like, I was just trying to make like ABBA. Like really
at the end of the day.
A piano and a guitar. And then like soaring, like searing vocals.
Right.
In like stacks. But like live instrumentation except for like keys.
Right. Totally.
I don't know. I actually don't.
All roads lead back to ABBA. They really do.
They sort of perfected I love it. Yeah. It's the perfect band.
Yeah, it is perfect. I love that band.
And they're a band that made so many records. And I think we should both make tons of records. I think I'm excited for y'all's next effort.
I'm excited too. I think, I don't know what it's gonna be a little different, you know. It's gonna be a little adult contemporary, but
not a dirty word. Not a dirty word.
Not a dirty word. But yeah, I loved doing that disco record, and I'm sure I'll do another disco record. But I think people will get into it. Yeah, I haven't talked much about it on the pod, so yeah.
Oh, I don't want to spoil anything.
No, there's nothing
listeners.
to spoil. I think the timeline. You know how records are. It's like
be looking forward in 2028.
Yeah, like there's no real timeline.
GTA 6.
We get that. Will the Dante record come out before GTA 6? Dude? Do you play Grand Theft Auto?
You know, I Haven't
games?
been.
Any games?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4.
Cool.
Because I watched the TV show, and then I like it. I like Wandering the Wastes, and I'm building up like my colonies. And then, but you know, I love the video games. One of our first songs was based on a Zelda song. And I want to bring that back and do more like. I have a couple songs I want to do like interpolation of like. Just taking an old RPG song and turning it into a pop song. But
whoa.
That's a goal.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you guys bring a Switch on tour?
We might. We're going to bring an N64 this time.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I have a Switch, yeah.
Definitely do it. Like,
yeah.
At least someone in the band brings a Switch, and then we're just playing Mario Kart, like, whenever we have time, or like we're waiting, you know, that weird gap between doors and your sound check.
Yes.
That's Switch time. You know, and it's like fun. You get some food, whatever the case may be. But we enjoy it. It's fun. It's like a good, like, oh yeah.
It's a good, like, it's like
feels like home a little, you know.
Yes. What's your Mario Karts or your game? Use the screen that you just pop out the screen.
Yeah, if certain venues, depending where we're playing, we'll have a TV.
Okay.
And then we'll plug it into the TV.
HDMI.
Yeah, HDMI, okay. And then just like dock it up into whatever green room, and we'll do that. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, that sounds awesome. I want to do that. We're going to have an N64, though.
Yeah.
But maybe we want to play Switch. I'm not sure. We should consider
retro for the, you know. Yeah, but if it's at the merch booth, this could be backstage. I don't know, different things, yeah.
Yes.
It's good to have. It's good to have.
Yes.
Helps the drives go by.
Definitely. Definitely helps the drives go by.
Where are you at in the van? Are you sitting passenger seat?
I've been co-pilot because usually my dad's driving, but putting out there, I'm down to sit anywhere. And
what's dad listening to?
We don't do too much listening. Well, I just feel like I'm usually putting on the music if there is any, but then Celeste, we'll have a podcast on sometimes.
Yeah.
I want this tour to be the one where like we're showing each other our favorite albums. I think we do. I'm probably blacking out everything that happened. We probably just listen to a lot of like YouTube joke songs and stuff, honestly. Like probably just like something Sarah and I will get obsessed with like we get into this like Udio country vibes, like AI songs are big.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Like stuff,
have you used that program or whatever it's called?
Yeah, well I've heard about the couple of them and like oh, man, they're so good.
Yeah. They're scary, Ed.
They're going to be so good in like 5 years where it's like we should just be starting to be the guys who are
actually
just like coming. All right, I know what I want.
Coming up with the prompts.
Well, yeah, it'll be infinitely. We'll all be Steely Dan. We'll all be like gods. We'll be. I don't know. It will be. Well, we should try it at least.
Yeah,
or go the other way.
I messed with it a little bit, but it was pretty weird.
I love the weird ones, man.
Yeah.
Like the weird, like 70s folk song about like pooping and like
our keyboard player, or one of our fill-in keyboard players, is like super into Weird Al.
Yeah.
So like, there's so many times on tour he's coming up with his own like revision of lyrics and like
his weird. He's
coming up with his own Weird Al-esque style songs, and sometimes that gets us by in the van sometimes. Yeah. To hear what he comes up with. Them? Fuck no.
Oh, okay.
No, he put one on Threads. He put one on Threads actually that had me cracking up. Shout out to Alex Bravo. To the tune of John Lennon's Imagine. He's Imagine there's a sandwich, a BLT on rye. So it's like a lot of that.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. So that's kind of fun too. But we listen a lot. We do that thing where it's like, oh, you guys listen to this, I listen to that, and then we burn out by like hour 4, and we're like, yeah, sit in the van quiet for a while.
Yeah.
You get so excited that first part of the drive. Oh, let me show you this. Have you guys been listening to this? And
the lulls are real. I feel like on the tour, you gotta like. It's like you got burn out, and I do want to do like one where we're like showing, like listening to like. I want to listen to like the whole Yes record.
Oh yeah.
And like listen to a whole. Maybe do like the 70s.
Right.
AOR.
Totally. We did that, like my bass player.
70-minute albums.
My bass player just admitted that he had never listened to Dark Side of the Moon. I was like, well, fuck, dude, we're just driving. Let's listen to it. I haven't listened to it since when I was a kid or something. Like, I don't listen to the album a whole lot. And he loved it. Yeah.
It's the only time you can really properly listen to something that's sprawling is actually because I almost get too nervous or like watching like an orchestra. We're like, what are you looking at? Like, I'm like, I need to be looking at the scenery flying by so I can hear the music.
Yeah.
I like that. But I also love like being there for the live stuff too. But it is fun to like listen to it in a car and that's like almost an ideal and listening environment to me. If it passes the car road test, that's a great album or a great
good
song. Good mix. I want to make some mixes.
Yeah.
We made one mix last year. Maybe we'll make another mix.
A mix? Oh,
and I want to make like a pre-show list.
Oh yeah, that sets off the tone of the show.
Maybe. Yeah, I think so, but I don't know how I even do that anymore.
I think you just send the sound guy a Spotify playlist.
Okay.
And that's what I've seen other bands do.
All right.
Do you guys have a sound guy, a front of house guy?
No.
Okay. Front of house person?
No. Yeah.
Everyone does sound now? Yeah. Yes.
You know, I think it's been fun to like. It's kind of like I like the random haircut vibe. Like you're just getting a walk-in haircut. You know, like just that place serves Vietnamese food. I want Vietnamese food. Like let's go.
Yeah.
Not looking at it at all. And that's what's fun is like I feel like we have like really good chemistry some nights with the sound person, and then some nights like it's just chaos and like everybody has a bad night and
totally.
But I don't think it's ever that bad.
Are there any in-ears or anything like that? Or are you rock band?
Cool. Yeah. But I want to protect the hearing. I want to get like those ear things that are earplugs that are like more decibel, like even even across the spectrum.
That's we've been thinking about that a lot too. That next level of it, because we see all the bands we open for do it. I'm like, oh damn, that's like
we're gonna friggin' lose our hearing.
I know it's already starting. I feel like just that constant ringing, you know, of being like in a loud band since you were 14. Like
it's bad. Yeah, it's just how it is. But that sucks.
Yeah, we haven't committed to in-ears or anything like that yet, but we're always thinking about it. Our drummer's playing to a click now, so that's like our newest thing, our newest like adult band thing.
That's cool.
Yeah,
we've been dabbling with tracks, and I feel great about it at times, and sometimes I'm confused by them, and I'm like, we're trying to like figure it out.
Yeah, we just like take a little thing every time we open for a band. We're like, oh, what are they doing? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
You gotta do that. You gotta. That's what it's all about. It's like seeing. Oh, they did that.
They do that,
and then you feel like you can do it. Like,
that's how they sound so big, because they have triggers on the kick drum, and then it goes. Like, oh damn! That's you sound like a festival band. You know, we don't know how to do that. We still sound like a bar band that they put on the stage. You know, like you know,
it can be scary, and I think that's the excitement of being in a live group that's touring, and to get to be able to do it is so fun. And like I feel like I wonder. I hope our show is getting better and better, and like, but I want to be like. I feel like I've been uptight, you know, like headlining has been kind of a scary adjustment.
Sure is, yeah.
You're up there for 90 minutes, or probably much less.
No promises.
55 minutes.
55.
No, I think we want to like figure out what the people want. Like, do they want just a tight? Do they want like a tight hits list, or do they want something different every night?
Oh.
Or do they want something that like flexes or has some extra moments, or can be shorter? I don't know. Have you been doing much headlining, or?
Not a whole lot. We've just been like, because you know we're trying to build our audience like everywhere. We've just been doing direct support, just trying to build it out, and until we can figure out what's up with this next record and try and do something headlining after that. But I see what the other headliners do. A headline is like in certain places I can do it, and we'll do something like that. Like maybe we've kind of built a few transitions in the songs so that it's kind of flowing. And it's kind of like a show and feels a little different. In Santa Barbara, when we headline, we have horns, which is like,
hell yeah! I think I saw that in your story.
It's like, I don't know how to tour that, but yeah,
I love that. Do you write the horn parts, or do you collaborate with? Or?
I'll use for the horn parts. What do we do? For the last record, Paul like had a lot of input on some of that stuff. He's like, oh, what if you actually did this instead? Which was really nice to have his input on that, because like I would just repeat stuff. Like whatever line I wrote, I would just do it again. But Paul was like, no, don't do it again. Do something different. I'm like, oh, okay.
I feel like good horn lines, they give you that melody just way more less than you think.
Yeah.
A lot of times they're doing something like really background or subtle that kind of just keeps the excitement up. It's
totally.
Like, it's hard to like. They could put your finger on that pulse, you know.
They could play different roles. It's like depending on how they're mixed, like it could be just this like warm pad,
yes,
or like it could be the attack. It could be like the hook, you know.
Yeah,
they have a lot of versatility, but yeah, pretty much wrote them. I kind of wrote a lot of them on GarageBand, you know, with like the horn thing, and you're just like kind of pushing, kind of moving it around. That's how I wrote a lot of them. Yeah,
I would love to see y'all with horns.
That'd be cool. We'll get there one day.
Yeah.
Full band.
Hell yeah.
We played we opened for a band at the Fonda, and that's when we like had the full horns and the percussionist.
Oh,
I was like, this is the venue you can do this.
Yeah.
In. There's so much stage room. It's like we filled up the whole stage. Like, but it's really hard to like do that like in a different kind of club, you know.
Yeah, that's a big. I love that big band though.
Yes. The dudes at the Foundry are like, we haven't mixed a band like this in a long time. Like, I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah,
happy
that's
to
a
do that.
compliment.
That's a compliment.
Happy to be the night that you were like, hell yeah.
Chimes, conga, shaker, 2 horns, like the full band, bass, drums, keys, you know, the whole bit. That stuff is awesome. But it's like so much noise though. It's like huge wall of sound. It's just like, gotta pick your parts. I'm like, I'm not even playing as much anymore. I'm like laying out. Like, it's cool.
Just being frontman.
Just being frontman. Who knows? Maybe that's my next role is frontman. It's a phase out of guitar.
I've been trying to phase into not guitar, but maybe more keyboards.
Yeah.
Well, like, because but I also love. I mean, frontman energy is hard to like. What the heck do you do all the time?
Yeah.
Like, and I was watching like Garth Brooks. Like, they. Like almost you don't have to dance, you just be like moving really slowly or looking passionate, and like you can command it that way. But to do that's like really hard. I don't know, like I mean, it gets me nervous to be like, what am I doing if I'm not, you know, looking, what am I doing on stage?
Totally. What do I do with my hands?
I'm trying to do some stuff, you know, but
totally. Like, and
not too much.
I'm not trying to be like sexy, you know. It's like I can't do that.
But you're feeling yourself.
Trying to be like
you're trying to make everybody feel
comfortable. Just being normal, you know. But if you like look at other artists, you're like, let me look at what some of these. What's Drake doing on stage? I'm like, I can't do that. That's like,
but it's
too cool.
fun to try to do that.
Yeah.
Like, because then I like shoot for the moon, land on the sun, or whatever.
Totally. Yeah. Land in the stars. Yeah. That's how I've been approaching the mic in hand front guy thing, because I have one song where I do that, and
I think it's okay to plan out those moments of like when is it mic in hand guy and when is it in, like guitar rock. I liked seeing y'all's like the first one was really garagey and
totally an old song.
Yeah,
I think. That one's tough because like the vibe of the set is so dancey and R&B that like I don't like people love that song, and people got mad because I took it out of the set because it was so left field, it was so old, and then people started getting mad when we weren't playing it, and like, dude, we came here for that song. I'm like, oh fuck, all right. So I brought it back, and I just feel like if I don't open with it, it's like I don't know where to put it.
I hear you. I felt like I would have loved if you had a little pocket. Oh, if you had all the time in the world to do a little mini set of 3 songs like that.
Yeah.
Or I want to do like medleys.
Yes.
And like if people want to get a taste. But yeah, like
like here's something from the first record, and it's like you play a couple songs and people know you're kind of paying like an honor, you know, or something like that. Like we're highlighting the
yeah. I just saw the Lewis of Man show in LA, and he had a whole new band from the last time I saw him, and that was like, I appreciated having a like it's fun to take a chance of like really redo a whole set. Like I feel like I don't want to get stuck playing things the way you have to all the time.
Right.
Like it's more exciting if things are ever changing.
Yeah.
But you also. Maybe I don't know. It's good to like. I love a good jukebox set too.
Totally. Oh man. Well, it's gonna be a fun tour.
It's gonna be the funnest tour that
come on
is
out.
So fun and successful and safe and enjoyable and
hell yeah.
We're so stoked
to be
to
hot.
Have you.
Come hang out in the AC.
I feel like San Antonio is going to be so hot. We were there at that venue last fall, and it was really hot then.
Nice.
And I feel like it can only get hotter.
Yeah. I agree. Come hang out in the AC, have a nice cold drink at the venue, and yeah, we're like an hour in. Do you want to wrap up? Do you have anything else you want to say?
We love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Hot Freaks 2024, Dante Elephante, Cruising USA Tour.
Hell yeah.
That's
there you go. I think we talked about everything else. Cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, sweet. Let's wrap up.